Hey guys, your humble host, or Kayla if you prefer. I know I haven't made an actual video in quite some time, but this one I kind of need to put out. For those of you who have been around me, who have taken the time to speak with me, understand how I operate and things like that, hopefully you get the attention that I like to squash stuff. If I can repair a bridge, if I can mend a bridge, I will do it. Now, with some people it's hard, some people it's easy, it just all depends. So, lately I've been talking with a lot of people about various topics and things like that. Well, one of the people that I have been speaking with, I spoke with her tonight in a chat room, was Joy. And out of the many times that we have spoken, tonight was actually calm, was actually civil, for which I'm glad because it helped pave the path to hopefully permanently putting a hatchet in the beef between us. You guys all know what happened during the DO5 for the most part. Me and Joy have talked things out in regards to the DO5. Now, as I have stated before, there has been a lot of messed up stuff that went happened during the DO5. There was a lot of miscommunications. There's stuff that I have learned about that I was not fully aware of that happened during the DO5 as I kept falling in and out doing because of my own situation with another individual. So I wanted to take the time to bring up some things. And like I said, if I can mend a bridge, at least open up that door to communication, I very much like to do so. I don't give a damn who people think I should be talking to or who I shouldn't be talking to. No, I was not begged to do this. No, I'm not doing this to kiss anybody's ass. This is me taking responsibility for my stuff. This isn't rehearsed. This isn't acted. This is me going over the stuff, summarizing it, if you will, for what happened with my part. Because I know that people have left my channel before, and it's more than likely going to happen again. Is any time when I've tried to come out and say, hey, yeah, Joy got a bad rap when it came to the DO5, people have left. This time, I don't care. This video is going to stay up. I'm going to do my best. As this happened so many months ago, and there's a lot of crap that did happen, but anyway. So, for those of you who already know, like I said, I'm not going to do this big rehash of the entire thing. There's just too much. But when the DO5 first started, as you guys know, it was me, Nick Monroe, Bass Mama, and Rose. So, when Tim Conlon came into the picture, he had seen Joy's videos. Joy was loud and boisterous about DO5. So Tim Conlon wanted me to get contact with Joy, or rather, he wanted to get in contact with Joy himself. I had Joy's number, so I connected the two. And at first, everything was fine. Everything was. We were all working together for the most part. And then, based, like I said, I'm not here to point fingers either. I'm just telling you how it is. Base Mama felt that Joy was not healthy for the case. She had just got done dealing with her own. So she felt like Joy shouldn't be part of the case, felt like Joy was being too noisy about the case. So her and quite a few others were kind of whispering in my ear to kind of distance myself from Joy. I've told this piece before. Nothing's changed. So at first I ignored. It's just like, you guys, you're just being petty. Stop. I have enough stress as it is. So, and then it escalated to where things got a bit more hostile between Bass and Joy, and the tension started to kind of build. And when I first spoke to Bass about Joy or whatnot, because she was speaking with Rose, I did tell Rose, hey, cut communication with Joy. Bass doesn't think this is a good idea. We're trying to keep things calm. All that shebang. And then I spoke with Joy again, and I turned around and told Rose, hey, you know what, never mind. I'm just being a little bit frantic. So when it came to light that Joy had intimate details of the case, I went and told Bass, and then that's when I got told to detach from Joy. to try to keep the case, I don't want to say clean, but try to keep it as calm as possible. And we didn't know how she got the info, so we didn't want all this havoc and it falling back to Rose. So I detached myself from Joy, as you guys all saw the aftermath of that. Pretty much all hell broke loose. Now, when it comes to the extreme behavior, excuse me, stop it. Get out of there. Now, get over here. Sorry. When it came to the extreme behavior, because I know that she was already bumping heads with the Onision fans, but the avalanche that came after, I didn't have a part in it, but yes, I did sit back and watch a lot of it unfold. There was a lot of shit talking. There was a lot of double talk, and when I say double talk, meaning, because this did come to light, um, that I would receive text messages about Joy harassing Rose, pretty much bugging Rose, and then Joy received text messages saying the same thing about me. So, because if you guys remember, when I presented text messages, whether they were emails, text messages, what have you, they were always about Joy harassing Rose. And then Joy would put out stuff, conversations between her and Rose. She didn't put out that much. But when she did, it confused everybody. Not because those screenshots were fake, but because she was getting different messages altogether from Rose. Mitten, get out of there. You stop that. Go. I'm gonna have to cut this out of the video. But as I was saying, she was getting completely different messages from Rose. So that put me and Joy at a tension point and butting heads. You guys all saw the aftermath and you saw us go back and forth. She was getting one thing told to her, I was getting something completely different. Now, I will say, because as I said, I kept falling in and out of DO5 because I had an incident of my own, or rather a situation with a person, so I wasn't fully aware of all the shit talking that was being done about me. Now, am I calling Rose an evil person? No. But the double talk was not okay. Now, I do know that Rose was talking to Joy because we were trying to get information about the phone call, but in regards to all the completely opposite messages, like Joy's harassing me or Chambers is harassing me, it wasn't needed, and it created more of an issue that didn't need to be there. Now, as regards to my involvement, like with Base Mama and Nick Monroe, you guys saw the articles, you've seen the videos. Base got hostile with Joy, and I will say that I've butted heads with Base. I know that she came hot out of her own custody battle. I won't go into that, that's not my business to say. But she came out of her own custody case, very emotional, very fired up. So I didn't agree with how she handled Joy. I've had my own buttings with Base Mama. That's not to call Base Mama an evil person, but what had been done with Joy, like I said, the articles, the videos that came out, I did not have a personal hand in the videos like what Mr. Rabzion did or even Base's videos, but with the discrediting, because that's what those articles were set out to do, was discredit Joy's character in regards to the case. And I'm not going to bullshit about that. I'm not going to BS about that. We were trying to get Joy detached from the case. Now, for me personally, what I've been hearing about what's been going on, because like I did speak with her tonight, and I'm hearing this from other people that I trust, that I converse on a daily basis, that I have spent time around, that I have conversed with when they have the same story, and not because they are brainwashed, because I know that goes around too, because they have seen evidence that Joy has put out in regards to her getting harassed, getting death threats. The amount, like I said, I'm not going to touch everything that's come out, like the medical stuff. That's not my business. I don't know anything about it. The other stuff, I mean, it's including the stuff with Phil, because I had people DMing me about the stuff with Phil. What has come out about him is legit creepy. I will say that is legit creepy. I don't care how many people were okay with it. It illegal, freaking illegal. But for people to go out of their way to actually destroy someone's life, which the intent, with the DO5 stuff. My personal goal was just to get her detached from the case, just to get things to quiet down because I was at the heart of it. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing if I ever get involved in something like that again, which I hope to God I don't. But what happened with Joy, just to sum it up and try to keep this from being too long because it's already over 10 minutes, pretty much with her, there was a campaign to discredit her. Part of my involvement in that was, for the most part, kind of sitting back and watching what happened. Yes, I put stuff out to prove points, to uh, how my goal was to protect Rose. Not saying my behavior was correct, because it wasn't. Not everything I did was correct. I grew very biased, I believe that's the right word, towards the situation, towards Rose, because I became very emotional during this. That doesn't excuse anything I did. No. The treatment, and like I said, I don't agree with everything that Joy has said or did. That's not what this video is about. Anything else, not my business. I don't know anything about it. I don't care for the most part, because that's nothing to do with me. What this has to do with the DO5. So, what happened between me and Joy was messed up. The miscommunication was messed up. The double talk, and I know everybody's intentions for the most part were good, wanting to help. What happened was people got hostile, people got crazy. People are still acting kind of crazy. Now, do I think that Joy altogether is a bad person? Do I hate her? No, I don't. Am I a bit nervous when being around her? Yes, I am, because the amount of tension and hostility. She's the same way with me. We were talking about it tonight. We don't trust each other just because the amount of crap that has happened. But at the same time, after speaking with her, after others have spoken with her and have seen the death threats, have seen people harassing her, which I'm not okay with. As much as I don't like people, there's specific people I don't like on here. I never wish anybody to get messed with in their personal life, their close loved ones, their family, and get so screwed to the point where they cannot get a job. The only time that I ever go that far or venture people to go that far is like with legal authorities, is when the person's a pedophile, which Joy obviously isn't, but that's the only time when there is illegal activity involved in regards to people being put in danger. Otherwise than that, what is going on with Joy and what has happened with Joy is completely messed up. And I have seen people get crazy. I'm hearing about it, and I'm hearing about it from more than one person. Like I said, me and Joy aren't friends, but I'm here to squash our beef between us. Any others beef with her, keep yourself. I'm not getting involved. I don't care. But like I said, what I'm set out here to do, and hopefully I've made it clear, and I will reiterate what I wanted to say again, is in the beginning of the DO5, everyone was working together. That was my goal, especially when it's learned that Joy had information. It did not happen that way. And a lot of it, like I said, I don't want to paint her as evil. I had a lot of respect for her for what she did. And being there during most of the process, Base Mama got hostile. And then came the discredit campaign, which I was a part of. I was never part of in regards to like destroying her as a person, but just getting her away from the case. Like, don't listen to her. She has nothing to do with the case. And that was after me being told to detach from her. And then came all the double talk with the conflicting text messages. Those should never have existed, in my opinion. Things should have gone completely different. So, and like I said, once again, I didn't know what I was doing. I was under the leadership of other people who had dealt with custody battles and were helping out. But yeah, Sorry if this video is all over the place, but I don't agree with everything that happens in 35. I'm learning a little bit more about what's come to light and what's been happening with Joy. As much as we have butted heads, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with anybody getting freaking fucked with in that sort of way. I think it's wrong, it's disgusting, and it's beyond freaking psychotic what is happening. Um, what people are doing. People have called out Destiny and him doing that with Tonka. Joy, same thing. It's not right for it to happen with Joy either. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that has happened that I've just kind of like sat back and watched because I wasn't gonna stick my hand in it because I didn't have anything to do with it, and I just like I got enough stuff as it is. But should I handle things differently? Yeah, I should. Does my stress kind of excuse it? No, not really. I was under stress, but uh, should have listened to both sides of the story more, which I am learning to do. So, but with that being said, hopefully I got my point across to what I wanted to say. So yes, this is an apology to Joy. You people can leave and unsubscribe. I don't care. This is not me kissing her ass. I have taken the time to speak with people about Joy, what is going on with Joy. I have been able to speak with Joy herself about this. And I am learning about some really messed up stuff. Like I said, I don't agree with everything that she's done, but at the same time, for people to go out of their way to mess with her. And what happened during the DO5 thing was messed up. Plain and simple. Should have been handled a completely different way. The double chalk should have never happened at all because it caused fights between me and Joy that should have not have been there. And that really sucks. But anyway, this is your humble host, and I will talk to you guys later.